Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So today, convinced my brother to come help me move some logs. As you know, with the whole arm thing, not using the tractor lately. So I called him, I said, hey, I got some logs from these loads I got. I'd like to get them moved. Where they're at right now kind of floods in the spring. And he was like, all right. And my brother does so much for us, so I hate to bother him sometimes. But I was like, you can use the tractor and the grapple. And he goes, okay. So pretty good trade-off there. So, all right, we'll get up here. We'll get some footage. Probably not a lot of talking, but get some footage of him moving some of these logs with the tractor. This is a Kubota L3901 with an everything attachments Wicked 55. And if there is any cutting today, that'll be done with a steel 311, the 20-inch bar. So let's get at it. So the way these came off the dump trailer, they're not laying perfectly flat. It's hard to get in there with that grapple, especially we're down about 12 to 14 inches off the driveway down here and trying to grab those crooked logs. So he figured it was just easier to grab them from the end, pull them off. That was a pretty large log there, so take that back one at a time. And you can see some of these other logs that are left here are fairly big. Probably, I think that one's 17 inches. I just measured a little bit ago. So he's just going to keep grabbing them, pull them off the pile, and go that route. The other pile, they were stacked a little more even, so you could just come in from the top and grab them. So making faster work of this than I thought it would be. Oh, I heard him just drop that log. He's coming back to grab another one. So a little rundown on that tractor. That's a 2020 Kubota L3901. The push blade off the back is made by Independence Manufacturing, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe they went out of business in the 70s, 80s. They were from Kansas, I do believe. The rear tires on the back of that tractor are loaded. Each one of them has 29 gallons of -20 windshield washer fluid. The grapple, like I said, is everything attachments Wicked 55. Believe that's like a first gen. They've made some changes since then. The brush guard on it was made by Zooks Welding. The light brackets on it were made by Zooks Welding, and also the filter guards on the bottom. The third function kit is factory Land Pride / Kubota. I had that installed before I even picked it up. It's just the oil's cold, the bar lube. So we made 2 cuts out here. Actually, Kyle did, not me, obviously. We just ran this log through a wood calculator, put in the dimensions. It says this log weighed 1,696 pounds, and that's the larger of the 2. The other one over here that you saw, I'm getting a little squirrely with the tractor. This log here was not much lighter. It's actually bigger in diameter, but a little bit shorter. So this one's probably pushing, I'd say a good 1450 if I had to guess. I didn't measure this one before we cut it, and I'm not going to measure it now. But those were the 2 biggest on this load, so he's going to get those moved back, and then that frees up some space to get over here and get the rest of this pile of oak back there. Got some snow coming. It's towards the end of January. I'm scared that if we don't get those logs moved, then that we're going to go straight into a wet spring and the logs are going to lay there. They're up on runners over here, as you can see. We weren't planning on cutting any of these logs, but that's just the way it had to go. Like I said, if you know the lift capacity of the Kubota L3901 or any of the L series with the LA 525 loader, you know what the capacities are on that. That Grapple weighs a little over 200 pounds, I believe. Very lightweight for what it is, but there's no way it was going to pick up the 1,600 pound, 1,700 pound log. So we had to make 2 cuts, and that's another thing. I don't condone the not using safety equipment, but that's my brother's choice. So he says I'm not putting chaps on and everything to make 2 cuts. So I know a lot of guys like that. It is what it is. I always personally wear my safety equipment, but that's just the way it is. He's out here helping me, so I can't nitpick another man's decisions. So we're gonna try and get as many as these brought back as we can. He's bringing back another, the other half of that big log. And then we got a lot of splitting and cutting to do here in the spring, and I just hope I can be out here doing it with these guys. Yeah. Our neighbor Jay, he found that contraption on Facebook Marketplace yesterday morning. He'd been looking for a golf cart or something to run back in the woods. He's got wood stacked, just bringing wood up to the house. He found that thing. Those guys over there like to tinker around a lot. So he went and picked that up yesterday. I think it was about 45 minutes away. And he said he found it right after the guy put it on Marketplace. So pretty cool contraption. They stopped by with it yesterday and they gave us a ride on it. Thing's pretty cool. Kind of Beverly Hillbillish in a way. But whoever thought about putting that stuff together on there, like Jay just said, was kind of a mechanical genius. So pretty cool. It's got an old 3-speed manual transmission in it. And it runs off that Kohler, and then there's also a Briggs on there that runs the alternator. They're going to try and get that down to one motor, or they're talking about putting a little diesel on it out of a generator welder. So might be pretty cool to have. We're going to wrap it up tonight. It's getting late. It's getting cold. It was getting kind of muddy out there. Still, temperature's been hovering around 28 to 32 today. So it's just getting a little slippery. We don't want to have any accidents. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Next to the tractor, I don't know which is the most important piece of equipment we have, whether it's that Grapple or whether it's the dump trailer. Up until I got those pieces of equipment, I don't know how we got by and how we got things done. Just two valuable pieces of equipment that are, in my opinion, worth their weight in gold. So we're going to call it a night. I got some ribs on. First time I fired up the smoker since my accident, and I've been hungry for ribs. And this summer we bought some rib seasoning off some Amish guys, so we'll see how well that goes. Smelled good for sure. I usually make my own that I've kind of been tweaking for the last 7 years, but didn't feel like going to the store and getting that much involved today to have some ribs. So, all right, we called it a day. Big shout out to my brother. Thank you for coming over to help me. I like when he does the work for me, but he gets to play with the tractor. So I think it's a win-win both ways. And like I said earlier, use your safety equipment. Just because he chose not to, that's on him. But I don't want to see any of my subscribers get hurt. So, all right, guys, I'm going to have a good one. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And once again, I know I'm going to repeat myself in every single video we have. Thank you for the continued prayers and support for myself and my family while we go through this whole saga. And the hardest part is just not knowing what the next step is. But we have faith that it'll work out one way or another. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hey, you know you're supposed to come out here before the work's done, right? Or did you just come out here to see Uncle Kyle? Yep, Uncle Kyle. Hey, why don't you go get your minis? We got harnesses for them. I bet they could log those, skid those logs out there. Mini horse pulls. I think I'm onto something. All right, guys. Catch you later.